going to be doing a bit of a different spread. I'm going to be getting through some of your 12th houses, or we'll probably get up to number 5. We'll see how we go depending on what comes through. We'll just keep pushing forward. Remember that this is a general reading. Any messages that resonate, that's great. Any that don't, anything that resonates, take. Anything that doesn't, just don't worry about that. Leave it behind. Do perhaps go and look at previous month's tarot readings, because there is a lot of times stuff comes up in those readings that, guys, holy dooly. Okay, a lot of stuff can come up that perhaps didn't resonate when you were watching during March, but it can be valid for you now. All the info that you guys need will be in the description box, but let's just get stuck in, because you've got some pretty good looking stuff going on. Okay, I feel like some of you, Libra, some of you guys are just having a great month. You're going to be having a great month. Don't mind all the beeps and the bops. In terms of your love life, I feel like some of you guys are just coming together, whether this is marriage, whether this is just energy with your partner, significant other, but I feel like things are just looking up for you romantically. And this is not a love reading, this is just we've just got some good stuff. I want to say that for some of you in April, a lot of the focus is going to be on partner and partnership, romantic relationships, sexual stuff. Like, we got some juicy. This is great energy for you guys. Oh, crikey berry. Yeah, renewal. Okay, so for some of you, this is with your current partner. I feel like you guys have gone through a bit of a trial, a bit of a tribulation, a bit of a testing period. Perhaps the relationship staled out. Perhaps you weren't giving and receiving from each other what you needed. I feel like for some of you, you've had to really overcome a bit of a blank page, a bit of a brick wall scenario. I feel like you've forgiven and forgotten. You were going through a period where you were feeling disconnected from each other, disjointed from each other. I feel like that period is fading, has faded. It's definitely going to be fading in April. The energy coming into April for you guys is great. Your love is renewed. Your passion for this person is reignited. Something has just shifted for you guys. Your outlook on each other, the relationship, the stagnant feeling of the relationship, it's gone. I feel like you guys have had to overcome a lot of outside opinion. Potentially there's been a lot of people involved in your situation. Whatever it is that's been going on for you guys, it hasn't been the best. Whatever this block is, whatever this wall is, I feel like people have had an opinion about what you should do, where you should go, and I think that you guys have really come together to work on this situation. I feel like whatever the struggle was, it was quite severe. It might have been relating to somebody on your family's direct side, somebody on their family's direct side. You've had to overcome something with this person. It might have been a loss, it might have been an illness. Something has just dragged you guys down, and you've just sort of been caught up in this whirlwind of having to deal with this situation, having to deal with a lot of other people. It's sort of brought you down in your relationship, and then others have got involved as well and had their opinions, and that's added to the frustration, that's added to the block in the relationship. But I definitely see that you guys have overcome it. I definitely see that you guys have overcome this together. It's just like you've realized what it is that you both went into the relationship for initially. I feel like there's been some home truths revealed to you in relation to this person, in relation to this relationship, in relation to your relationship. I feel like you guys were destined to meet, you were destined to be together. And you know that. You know this might even be a twin flame energy that we're dealing with here. Oh my gosh. Every card just went shooting over to buggery. But yeah, I do feel that this is twin flame energy, soulmate energy for some of you. And it's just like you've gone through a shit phase, you've gone through a rough patch, and you're coming out of it, you're on the arse end of it. You're coming into April with new perspective, new positivity towards a relationship, a new renewal. It's the feeling of like your love is like spring at the moment. It's gone through fall, it's gone through winter, it's gone through the cold and the crap, and now you're coming into color again. Everything's rejuvenated, everything's revitalized. I feel like there might have been some deception involved here with this person for some of you, but you've overcome, you've forgiven. Whatever the situation was, it's enough for you guys to have worked it out together to move forward, and the energy is just beautiful for you guys. Let me just clarify why this card's coming out here. What do we have here? I'm seeing envy, maybe even greed. There might have just been something going on for some of you in terms of your relationship. That someone wasn't being truthful to you. For some of you, this might be an entirely different situation altogether. I feel like these two scenarios might be disconnected here, because one of them involves you guys coming together and overcoming everything. I do feel there's also a situation here where somebody hasn't been truthful to somebody. They've been playing the victim in a situation. They might have been pulling the wool over your eyes. Let me just see here. What's the outcome for this situation? Yeah. Okay. So for some of you, somebody's been trying to, pull the wool over your eyes, play the victim in a situation, not be 100% forthright, not be 100% honest with you. And I feel that you've really had to, it's changed your perspective on how you see relationships, working, what you think relationships should be for some of you. And I do feel that you guys have overcome this. You've forgiven each other. You're really? You've forgiven this person. You've forgiven each other. I feel that in their worst, it's brought out some of your worst as well. And you've been able to put it all aside and move forward with new ideals for what a relationship means for you. Okay, some of you, I feel there's going to be, and in relation to this this energy for you guys for April, in terms of those that are paired up, I just feel that it's great energy. I feel that it's harmonious energy. I feel that it's coming togetherness. Some of you are going to be planning to expand your family. You've reached that part in your relationship, that time in your relationship. You're both in a great place emotionally and physically, that you're really ready to take that next step. That's good stuff, guys. Some of you are going to just be feeling good in yourself, within yourself in April. It's going to be like everything's coming together within you. Your own energy is going to be harmonious. Your own outlook is going to be positive. A lot of you are feeling very grounded. For some of you, there's an earth energy coming in for you in April. So pay attention to that. Be aware of that. Okay. For some of you, you're going to be feeling really content within your own self-worth. I feel like for some of you, there's been a bit of an internal battle in terms of how you see yourself or how you feel about yourself. And I feel like the energy is going to be shifting for you in April in a positive way, just feeling very content with how you value yourself, and the ideals you present for yourself. You don't sort of, you're stepping back and not putting so much pressure on yourself. Some of you are going to be receiving some sort of recognition or financial reward. Perhaps the recognition is the financial reward in April. Some of you are going to be putting yourself out there in terms of finances, in terms of taking the next step with your financial situation. Just see if there's anything else here. No. Okay. See what these are going for you guys. I see for some of you in April there's going to be some form of closure on a particular situation that you've been dealing with over the last couple of months. I feel that you've been struggling with this situation. It's been like an uphill battle. You might have had to go to war in some aspects. I feel like for some of you this involves a multitude of people and you sort of having to stand ground on a particular situation. I do see that there being an outcome to whatever this is. Some of you, this might have to do with a legal situation. I do see a positive outcome potentially coming in for you. Whether or not it's coming in April, I'm not too sure. Maybe around the 7th, there might be something in this situation that's changing for the better. You're going to receive some positive news, maybe a new perspective, a different outlook on this situation. Ow. Some of you are going to be finalising some study in April, some course. Some of you are going to be partaking in a course, but I feel like this more so resonates for those of you that are coming to the end of something. Whether or not it's finalising in April, you might even get some news that something that you thought mightn't have been finalising until a couple months down the track, it might be finishing up a bit earlier, a bit sooner than you thought. I feel like for some of you in April, your spiritual strength is going to really take a bit of the forefront here. Let me just clarify this one for you guys. Some of you are going to be, I feel like there's something significant to do with jade. Whether or not some of you are going to be working with jade, or should be working with jade, or I don't know. Have a look up if that sort of resonates for you. If something to do with jade resonates for you, have a look up and just see what that's about. Read into it. Some of you are going to be working with jade. I don't know. Maybe some of you have a crystal business. Some of you, I don't know whether or not jade's a protective stone. I'm just getting a lot of jade, and this is to do with around the home. So maybe you're, some of you are going to have to be doing some protective work in the home. And I don't necessarily feel that this is to particularly clear out any particular energy. I feel like this is ritualistic for some of you. You do this particular ritual this time of year, the laying of salt. for some of you, this is relating to a work situation, whether or not you go around and you cleanse homes or you do ritualistic spiritual work in the home. I just get the sense of stagnant air, something stagnant. For those of you that have elderly relatives that live by themselves, there's a message here to check in on this person in April, particularly around the 9th of April. I feel like for some of you, this work in terms of there's like it's almost like this has been a calling for you to start going to other people's homes, start doing work in other people's homes, spiritual work in other people's homes. For some of you, this is relating to Reiki. For some of you, this is to do with cleansing and clearing of energies. You might even be looking at expanding and doing this with a group of people or another person. There's expansion with whatever this situation is relating to. Hallelujah. I feel that you've been hesitant in the past to perhaps take on this new avenue because it is out there, it is new age. It's almost like this is something that you've lived with in the closet. You haven't really come out of the spiritual closet. So you might be met with a bit of flack from those around you. They sort of see like, who is this hippie woman? What is she doing? Or hippie person, beg my pardon. But you just sick of resting on this idea. You want to make it happen. You no longer give a shit how people see you and what people think of you. You're just going to go ahead with it. You know, think of me. I'm the witch. Who gives a shit? You're confident and you're remaining positive in this energy and in this idea moving forward. Good stuff. What else have we got here? I feel like for some of you, your creative endeavours are going to be becoming fruitful in April. You're going to be receiving some recognition for the work that you're doing, the effort you're putting in. Some of you are going to be having a really prosperous month in April. I see for some of you, you're going to have some unexpected finances come forward. This might be relating to what is that? I don't know what any of that stuff is. It's like term deposits. Is that a thing? Or like money sitting in a bank? Might be something that you've forgotten about. Might be something even to do with somebody else that just you didn't even realize was coming your way. An inheritance maybe for some of you. But it's going to be unexpected and it's going to come out of nowhere, seemingly nowhere. There's no sort of event that leads up to you being contacted. But there is a calling here in this situation, or if you are, for some of you, if somebody does or someone does reach out to you in terms of money coming in, just be mindful and double check. You know, don't just sort of hand over information, be smart about it. But this is, yeah, for some of you, this is definitely to do with something in your past, money that you may not have realized was even there. Something was put together for you that you weren't aware of, and it's going to come in April. Just, yeah. Okay. this as well. In terms of work, you guys are going to start seeing some real results. Some of you are going to be starting new projects work-wise in April. Family business, perhaps. Some of you are going to be, for some of you who work from home, I see that there's going to be some positive changes coming in for those of you that work at home in April. Whether this is recognition, whether this is, I almost get the impression of, I do get the impression of recognition, but I feel that the result of this recognition is going to bring in more clientele, more customers for you, which in turn, more abundance, more financial. God, why do these same cards keep coming out every single time? Some of you you're not happy with what it is that you're doing work-wise at the moment. It doesn't bring you fulfillment. It's like you're losing part of yourself by doing the work that you're doing. And it might just be simply because it isn't what you want to be doing. You're feeling complacent. You're feeling stuck. You're feeling rejected by the work that you're doing. Not necessarily any particular person, it's just the work itself. You don't feel fulfilled. You don't feel that it's where you want to be. They're saying here, stop playing the victim in this situation. Nobody else is going to change this situation but yourself. Do what needs to be done. I feel that there's a real calling to do what needs to be done. It's like you know what you need to do, you're just not doing it. Stop sitting around. If you're unhappy, make the change. Get out of the chair. You're not going to get to where you want to be. You're not going to feel that you've achieved what it is that you want to achieve by staying in something that isn't satisfying you, by staying in something that isn't bringing you that happiness. Alright, we'll see what else we've got here for you guys. We'll do one more. I feel like for some of you in April, the truth is going to come out in terms of somebody that has been trying to shed a negative light on you. This person doesn't like you. You're trying to take the high road and they just keep knocking you down, and you're somebody that doesn't like confrontation, so you're trying to turn and walk away. You're trying to avoid this situation as much as you possibly can. I do feel that the truth of the situation is going to come to head. This person's going to be revealed for who they truly are. Oh gosh, my neighbor is yelling. I feel that this person that is treating you this way comes off as, presents themselves in a certain light. They like people to think that they're this way, that they're the better of the two. This might even be a work-related partnership. And I feel like for some of you this is relating to, a work-related situation, and you're both putting in the work. You might even be doing more work, but they're taking all of the credit. They're sort of bullshitting the situation, slacking off but taking credit. They want people, it's like this person's on the up and up. They want the come up, and they're just going about it the wrong way. I do feel that the truth is going to come out in this situation. It's going to be revealed that you're the one that's doing just as much effort, if not more effort, in this situation. That victim card coming out again. And perhaps that's how this scenario is going to go. Okay, this person's, yeah, they're going to, when the truth comes out, they're going to want to try and play the victim. I do feel that the wool isn't going to be drawn over the eyes, that it's in wool. Whoever this is revealed to, this person that's been treating you shitty is going to be revealed for who they really are. Some of you are going through a real transformation, but I feel that this is relating to how you see and perceive relationships, the sort of relationship that you want for yourself. I feel like you've been through some shit. I feel like you've put some people through some shit too. And you've realized that this is what I've done, this is the person that I've been. I haven't been the best. I haven't been who I want to be in terms of relationships, romantic, what have you. And I feel that it's like you've hit rock bottom. There's been a realization for you. And you're really manifesting, you're really putting yourself out there, you're doing the work in terms of changing this, in terms of realizing the person that you want to be in a relationship, realizing that you're only going to keep attracting the same sort of person into your life if you keep being the same sort of person that you don't want to be. Interesting. Okay guys, I'm going to leave that there for you for this month. If you'd like a further reading, if any of this resonated, my information is in the, oh my god, my hair, can't even deal. Information is in the description box below. Do reach out. You can email me at spiritualmediumshannon@outlook.com, or via my social media stuff, which is out there as well. I hope that these messages resonated for you. I hope that you guys have a great month. I hope that you'll let me know if what goes on with you guys. I want to know. Okay, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much. Have a good night.